In the kitchen, we are just 5 days until your 4th of July cookout, and we want to help you spice up your burger.
Lynette Rise is from Red Gold Tomatoes, and we are making what?
We're going to make a couple different things today.
Okay.
When I entertain for a grill out, especially July 4th, you're coming home from the parade, you've got a lot going on, everybody's hungry. These are really simple recipes you can throw on the grill. We even got an appetizer.
I love it.
So this is the first one, ground beef, and
Okay.
you just need to mix 1 can of canned tomatoes, and you can add it in there. And it has green chilies in it, so it's going to give you a little bit of spice, but you're just adding an 89-cent can of tomatoes.
Okay,
So
so the
this is
whole
just-
thing?
The whole thing, and you just start mixing it.
So this is just a spicy burger.
A spicy burger, but it's not too spicy. I don't like super spicy, and I still really like it.
Get in
Bride
there.
gloves, get in there.
As I'm looking for a spoon.
No.
I do have a spoon if you'd like one.
Oh,
She's
I've got
fine,
it.
Lynette.
I've got it. Okay.
She's a great cook.
I'll make him do the next one.
All right.
So the next one we have is ground chicken,
Okay.
because sometimes, especially if you're entertaining people, don't eat red meat. So it's like nice to have another option, but if you have a chicken breast, they take a lot longer to cook on the grill. So this is just as quick. So ground chicken, and we're
Good.
going to add a can of Red Gold canned tomatoes. These are with basil and olive oil, so it's going to add a nice flavor. But because ground chicken is a little juicier, we're going to add some breadcrumbs as well.
Okay.
I'm making you do the hard one.
Thank you. The whole thing?
The whole thing. That's a ½ cup of plain breadcrumbs.
Okay.
And then you can crack the egg right there.
Oh, no.
Oh, this
I'm
we
making you
gotta
guys
see.
work today. Yeah.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah. And what's great about making a burger like this with canned tomatoes is it makes it really juicy. So when you're entertaining, if you're like me and you start talking too much and you're hanging out, you can cook the burger a little longer and it's still going to be just as juicy.
Was I supposed to use my hands too?
Yes, absolutely. Get in
And
there.
I love it because this is so easy, but it makes it seem like you're making some type of gourmet burger.
Exactly. People are going to ask what's in your burger. It's going to be
Yes.
really juicy. Plus, I have really picky kids, and they love a burger, so adding tomatoes adds vitamin A and vitamin C in there.
Picky kids.
I know.
No.
What can you do? So this is just a great way to sneak that in there.
Okay.
So once you have your burger, you can just grab the ground beef. I like to make it about the palm of your hand. Maybe a little more here. And one of the tricks when you're hand making your burger is to put a little divot in the middle. If you've ever had a burger that you grilled and it becomes like this big ball
Yes.
of hamburger, that's because you didn't do the divot in the middle. So you
What
want to
does
make
that
sure
divot do?
Well, just as it makes it evenly cooked because the middle takes the longest to cook, so it's going to be a little thinner right there.
Oh, I got it.
So, yeah, and you'll notice these are a little juicier than your normal burger, but they will cook up beautifully. Don't worry about that.
Okay, are we putting them on there?
Yeah, you can go ahead and put it on there.
Little George Foreman action.
Little George
Yes,
Foreman
I love it. I
inside
can
grilling.
feel it. It's heat.
Now, how do you know, Lynette, when the burger is right to flip? Is there a way you can just tell, or do you use a thermometer?
To be honest, I use my knife and I just put a little slit in
Okay.
there and see. If
Yeah.
the juices run clear, it's great. And I
Okay.
know that's not the technical way you're supposed to do it, but with young kids, I want to make sure it's done. You can just sit it on.
Now, is it okay to mix the meat?
Sure, absolutely. I think the point of making the ground chicken is just so it doesn't have red meat in it if you have guests that don't like red meat.
Okay.
So we can take our gloves off and let that cook. Really easy.
So guacamole is my all-time
guacamole.
favorite thing.
Oh,
I want you
me
to know
too.
that.
I could not eat enough avocados. Now, when we come home from the parade on July 4th, people are hungry. So I want something I can make quickly, but guacamole is typically not a very quick thing to make. So I've got a really easy recipe for you.
I love it.
First thing is 2 avocados, and I'm going to show you a little trick here. If you put, I did this beforehand, but if you slam the knife into here, you just twist it, and your pit comes right
So
out.
you don't use a spoon then to kind of carve it out. You just
Well, then you use your spoon to carve it out, but the knife is going to get that pit out there. Oh, you mean just for the pig? Yes,
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You're going to
Use
lose
the
a little
knife.
bit of avocado if
You're
you use
teaching
the
me
spoon.
so much.
So here you can
Do I need to
Scoop
wash
it
my
out there.
hands?
Go,
Scoop it out
go
there.
back to work.
So besides the 2 avocados we're putting in there, we're going to put a little bit of salt. This is about 1/4 of a teaspoon. If you like a little more salt, that's no problem. You can just add more.
Okay. What else
Dig
do we
there.
put in it?
And then we're going to put 2 tablespoons of lime juice.
Okay.
Put that in
So
there.
Put this in there. There we go. We'll
Yep,
scoop
go
in.
for it.
And how many avocados?
This is just 2
Just
avocados.
2,
Yep,
okay.
just regular size. And then I use my pastry cutter to mash it up because I like a chunky guacamole. If you want it to be smooth, you want to add, or you can use your food processor. So
if you want it smoother.
smoother, yes. Yeah, if you want it real smooth.
Now, you're also all about saving money. So what do you
Yes.
recommend as a money-saving technique for a cookout?
Well, absolutely look for the sales, especially with ground beef and ground chicken. You can buy it ahead of time and freeze it.
Right.
So if you're buying it this week, make sure you're looking for sales. But you could have bought it 2 weeks ago, which I know is a little late to tell you now. But 2 weeks
Buy
ago, you
ahead of
could've-
time.
Yeah, buy ahead of time if you ever know you're having a cookout. All right, once that's all mashed, then we're just going to add our canned tomatoes. This is with cilantro and lime. Everything is in there, so this is a really quick guacamole. You're not cutting up all these different tomatoes or anything like that.
So this is it then?
That's it.
There you go.
Really
I
quick,
love it.
you have an appetizer ready for your guests so that you can start your grilling.
And these probably are almost finished,
Almost, maybe,
right? Almost,
maybe
a little bit
minute,
more.
Hey, by the way, to get the full recipes that we just covered, log on to our website, myfox28columbus.com, and click on GDC recipes. Lynette Rice, thank you so much.